Alright guys, welcome back to another war video. I am going to start off with a mistake that I did make, which again, it happens and it's a learning experience. And we got masochism with vigorous assault. So I was focused on trying not to trigger extra debuffs because I didn't want to trigger the masochism and wanted to make sure that I had my neutralize up the entire time in order to avoid the regen. If I can avoid the regen, I can avoid the unblockable. The mistake I made is I went for I accidentally threw my special 2 when he was at close to 2 bars of power, and the special 2 puts on a whole bunch of like plasma debuffs, and the debuffs also increase Killmonger's power and shoots him to special 3. And I did not have I can't remember if I did have an invulnerability boost. I had already lost it. So here I've done a bunch of Killmongers in previous, like last season, and so I was feeling pretty confident about it, but it was a just silly mistake on that end. And even there were a couple times where I accidentally hit into his block, and luckily I didn't get clapped by the unstoppable. But also the damage back on the reflection was a pain here. But there's just a point where I just should not have gone for the special 2. I felt like right here, there's no reason for me to do the special 2, but it puts so many debuffs on, it shoots him right to a special 3, and that's it. So that's a mistake on my part. That was a bad play. I should have just waited out that special and then shot him back to a special 2, and that would have been fine. So we go back in and we finish it up. And just play a lot smarter. If I just would have played this way from the beginning, it was a little frustrating to start off the war this way. But granted, I did do one fight beforehand with Wiccan against an Adam Warlock on, I think, node 1. But we skipped that one for the sake of the highlight video. It's one of those fights that we've done a bunch of Wiccan against Adam Warlock fights in the past, and there was nothing crazy on that node. And I am trying to just keep the videos to a reasonable length, especially for war videos, and I always do path 1 and path 3 along with a bunch of minis. So if I can get more mini action and less path action in the videos, I'm sure you guys would like that instead, because I guess the minis are kind of for anybody can take, as opposed to just people who are only on path 1 or path 3. But here again, we're avoiding pretty much the masochism, and we're avoiding the regen node, which in turn avoids the unstoppable, and that's really the key bit for this fight. So we get our neutralize back on, we go with a striker, another full combo into a medium ender, and special 1, and then he should fall from that. There we go, a couple more hits and he's done. So here on path 3, I've got Venom here against Captain America Sam Wilson. Now, the trick here is going to be making sure I keep on my heavies in order to armor break him. As long as if he has an armor up, then he is going to special lock me, which is fine. I can deal with that, and I'm not going to get power burned because I'm immune to power burn effects by a tech champion with Venom, and I am a global attacker against a global, like a tactic defender, and Venom is just amazing as an attacker for this season for me. So very nice fight there with Venom. Then we've got some usual Viv action here against Absorbing Man on a Never Back Down node. I didn't play this one the greatest, but let's run through it. Sometimes a fight doesn't go exactly as planned. Normally with Viv, I like to go to a special 2, and then unblockable special 1s. So here he does throw the special 2. We go for the heavy counter, and then I want to go here for my special 2. So that's great. That's exactly what we want. But now I need him to throw the special 1. I don't want him to throw another special 2 because I can't remove the special 2, like the magma form. I can't get rid of it. So I'm trying to get him to throw a special 1 because I want to throw unblockable special 1s. And I don't want him to be in magma form because he'll be incinerate immune, and my special 1s won't do anything because they rely on incinerate damage. So I get clipped by that special 2, which is very annoying because I was just trying to bait out. I wanted that special 1, he didn't throw it. So I basically have to reset my whole strategy again. So I throw the special 3, get some damage in. I can still throw medium ending combos in order to keep him heal blocked, so I don't have to worry too much about his healing, but I do need him to throw some specials, and I am able to deactivate the magma form, and finally we're back and we get the unblockable special 1s, and we nuke him. So sometimes the fight doesn't go exactly as planned, and I gotta kind of rebalance myself and go back in again. Here we got our rank 2 Deathless King Groot awakened, and we're going to take him on against Hulkbuster here on the Thorns node. And at least here he doesn't have too much armor up, so we can throw those special 1s or get the armor breaks on, and he doesn't have too much. If he does get the armor up back, it's not too bad. There's a little bit of glancing, but it's not that bad. But here, we're going to go ahead, throw a nice big special 2, and it works out really well here. Again, he is a global defender, but Deathless King Groot is a Clarity global attacker, and we don't really have to worry about the evades or the auto blocks too much, because we have plenty of buffs, which are going to give us those like Clarity charges. Here, we're going to throw another special 2. He does have, I think he does get a bit of healing, but it's fine. Nothing too crazy here. And a nice fight from Deathless King Groot. So, and again, as long as I don't get clipped by those unblockable special 1s, we'll be okay. Yeah, a little bit of glancing there from the armor ups, making the end of the fight a little bit more annoying, but it's fine. Deathless King Groot gets the job done here. One more special 1 evade, a little striker action, heavy, and just need a few more hits to get her down finally. All right, now we've got some mini action. We have a Mysterio on Hazard Shift, Incinerate, Poison here, but Magneto doesn't care about your Hazard Shift. He doesn't care about your global attacker business. We can just go ahead and parry heavy and ignore everything. So that is my plan here. I do take a little bit of Incinerate and Shock on me, but I'm immune to Shock. The Poison is kind of annoying because that's going to affect my my ability to get my willpower healing, but that's fine. It sometimes, again, it doesn't go perfectly. I don't get all my parries exactly the way I want, especially because sometimes it's going to fail, which is kind of annoying here, and I kind of forgot about that, but it's okay. We're going to go ahead, heavy out of the corner, throw a big special 3, and we're still going to get through this one, even though we played a little bit bad on this one. Kind of forgot about the ability accuracy reduction from the debuffs, but that's okay. We got through it. We got Venom here against Spider-Ham. He's also a global defender, and Venom, excellent global attacker, especially when you have someone like Spider-Ham, where you have to deal with his evades, and Venom can deal with all the Spider-Man champion like evades. So we're looking great here. Spider-Ham's playing along. He's throwing his specials. I just have to make sure that I don't have any power stinks on me when I throw a special. So I am keeping tabs on that on the left. There is a lot of things going on the left here, between my buffs and the clarity buffs and the debuffs that he's putting on me, like the taunt and the bubble shield and the root timer. Just a lot of things going on at the same time. Luckily, we're able to throw a special to help us get out of that root, another special 1, and he's done. So very nice fight there. Then Viv comes back for this Mr. Sinister on Conflictor. Now, what was annoying here is that I was able to do the fight no problem. I'm able to keep the heal block on, so Sinister doesn't regen anything from a crit. So I do want to throw a special 2, but I do not like dealing with Sinister's special 2. So I want him to keep throwing special 1s, but every time he throws a special 1, he's giving himself a debuff with the bleed since his buff. So it's triggering Conflictor every time he throws a special 1. It was driving me crazy. Why does he keep gaining power? So I tried really hard to try and build. I ended up going to a special 3 there, and now I'm going to try again to get to a special 2 when he's almost at 0 power. So when I do hit him with the special 2, I do not push him to 2 bars of power. That was what I was trying to avoid, because I don't like dealing with Sinister's special 2. So finally, I do get the Solar Burst here. We get a full 5 times Solar Burst on the special 2. And then I just continue to evade his special 1s. And then once I get him to throw a special while I'm at a bar of power, I get clipped there, but it's fine. He throws a special. Now I can throw my unblockable special 1s, and we absolutely nuke him as usual. So really nice fight there from Viv. Last but not least, we have a future Ant-Man, which I always do with Magneto. I did not play particularly well in this one. I did do some practicing to see if I could counter his heavy with mine. I did have some success where I put myself intentionally up against the wall. And I did try to see here if I could just, try and get some heavy counters, but it wasn't working the way I had practiced. And I end up getting a bunch of damage up against the wall because I make a mistake. I do try to dash back and go up against the wall at some point on purpose, but then he does not play along with what I was doing in the practice duel. So and then I think I waste some specials in this fight. It is the boss fight. There's nothing too crazy about the nodes, but I do kind of get stuck here. He catches me on a dashback trying to get to the wall, hits me with a heavy, throws the special here. Again, I flinch there on that one. Finally, I use my striker to get out with a heavy attack. Finally, I have a prowess on, so I'm going to try and double up those prowess, double them up again if I can. Try and get as many prowess going before I throw that special 3. So unfortunately, though, he removes one of my prowess, so I'm really stuck. So I go ahead, I quickly charge up. I get to 8 here, and I'm going to try again. I get to 18, so I tried really hard to keep charging those heavy attacks. I finally get the special 3 off. We take off a big chunk of health, and he removes the bleeds really fast, which means he just takes the burst damage that much faster. So now finally I'm down to he's down below 40%, but I'm only at 24. So this was a little dicey here. It didn't make a difference in the end to the war. I don't think we won this one, but we did win, I think, our first 2 wars of the season. So we did take our first loss, but I think we're doing pretty well, all things considered. We're doing great. Hopefully we can get another win under our belt for war number 4. But I did end up getting the boss solo here. Took a little bit of being extra careful, and the evades still can trigger, even though the unstoppable I can avoid the auto block, but I can't necessarily get avoid the evades. There we go. But it worked out okay in the end, and we do manage to grab ourselves a boss solo. So first boss fight of the season, and it was successful. I wouldn't say it went great, but we were successful in getting this guy down with Magneto. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the war highlights, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.